So I want to divert a little bit from WellCaddy and talk about the alliance with TotalStream because we found each other. It's like a true romance. We found each other accidentally, and what Jeff does at TotalStream is he mounts your entire operation on a viewable platform on the web where anybody can see it. And oh, guess what do? We get data from the well. And so we're in a process of forming an alliance where we'll take our data and take it to TotalStream. And the one big objection you'll hear with people is, oh, I don't need this. We always had people in the office. We've got file cabinets. We can do that. I'm going to show you why that's a bad idea. This is the Fowler 126. So there it is. And you know, it's simple, right? We're just going to run rods. We're going to pull the tubing, pull the packer, and run rods and a pump and put it online. Got the pumping unit set. There's a horse's head. And you can see in the background, here's WellCaddy. We're hooked up. Life is great. Most people write up a written prognosis. They take several copies to the field. They pass them out. They have a safety meeting. It's all a very normal operation. Here's the problem with the traditional method. All of your historical data is in your file cabinet in the office. That's a silo. And you say, well, I'll just call in if there's a question. Well, what if they're at lunch? What if somebody has taken the file? I mean, there's a zillion what ifs. And if you're operating at $500 to $1,000 an hour, what's that hour worth? $1,000. And so I've had situations where I actually made mistakes. So here's what we were going to do. Okay. It was a routine workover. We're going to pull the tubing, install rods, start the well pumping. And look what happened. While attempting to run the pump, we discovered paraffin in the tubing. Then there was a controversy about the tubing tally. So we redid that, and that led to questions on the perforations, which led to questions on how deep were we going to set the intake valve on the pump. So here's what happened. I got on my smartphone. I logged into TotalStream because I had already put the front end effort into documenting everything that I could. And right here, there are the perforations. No doubt about it. Why? Because I put them in, John David put them in, we all agreed. And so what did we do? We redid our tally. We added 2 joints of tubing. In the process, we had steamed the tubing, and we automatically generated reports and sent them to everybody that was in the well. My calculation was that simple act saved us at least $10,000. How do I do that? $5,000 a day. We set the tubing wrong. We have gas locking in the pump. We've got to move back out there. It could have saved us more. This is an active well. What if we were in the process of resetting our tubing depth, pulling the pump, and the well kicked on us? That's a whole nother set of problems. The real point I want to make is this took less than 15 minutes. The crew was actually on a water break. We took a little safety meeting. We documented this. We looked in, and then we all got our heads together and agreed on where we were going to set it. We added 2 joints of tubing. Doesn't sound very complicated unless you make a mistake. And then you've got real problems. While we were at it, we looked at TotalStream. I mean, while we're at it, the guys are drinking water. Here's the history of what we had done. And we didn't realize, hey, it had been a while since we cut paraffin back in December. No wonder the paraffin was in a rougher shape than we thought about it. Again, we had just mounted all this data on TotalStream. So here's what I would ask everybody that actually runs an operation. You know, what did you do to plan the well? Did you review the history of paraffin? What about your uncertainty of perforations? How much would it have cost you to reset the tubing? What would have been the lost production? And then here's the big one. What would be the risk of an additional workover? It's all over the board. I say we saved a minimum of $10,000. And so it's like the words of the Hank Williams song, the night Hank Williams came to town. The show starts at 7:30. The tickets are $1.50. You get your money's worth in the first 15 minutes, and the rest of the show is free. And that's what you get with TotalStream and WellCaddy. You pay the front end price, you get your money back pretty quickly, and then the rest of it is free. It's just peace of mind operating. Now, here's what we can help you with. And I just put this slide in because as we were unloading equipment, that's the back of my pickup truck. I can help you with that. You still got to pay attention. But if WellCaddy takes other things off your mind, maybe you pay a little bit better attention. And we couldn't tell. That's actually a fairly small snake, but I think that's a copperhead. But I don't know. I don't get close enough to snakes to identify them. So with all this, we got the rods and tubing in. We got the well completed at 5:30. I sent the rig crew home, and then they're out there this morning starting the well up. That's a real simple overview. If you need more information, get with us on WellCaddy. Email me. Go visit us at YouTube. It is absolutely worth the front end effort to go get your company organized. Now,